Hi everyone, today we are starting Edexcel IGCSE Maths, Unit 1 Number. And in this lesson, I'm going to teach you one of the most important rules in mathematics, BODMAS. If you don't follow BODMAS correctly, you will lose marks in your exam. So grab your pen, and let's master BODMAS together.
Hello everyone, my name is Adeesha and welcome to this channel Learn With Adeesha. In the previous video, which thank you all for watching, we covered the first topic of Edexcel IGCSE's Math 1. Math A in Unit 1 Number 1, and we covered fractions specifically. Now here we're going to go on to the next topic, BODMAS or PEMDAS or BIDMAS. It depends on however you call it, but the main message is the same. So BODMAS is an acronym. So BODMAS. So this is an abbreviation for something called the order of operations. And this tells you how you're supposed to solve problems that have multiple operations, such as the multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, and even exponents and parentheses. Now, from the start, which is the left, towards the end, which is the right, is how you're supposed to do it. So, B stands for brackets. Brackets or parentheses, noted by either a B or a P. The main message is the same, as I said. You will usually recognize them by seeing these things. Curly brackets. Okay? These are how brackets look like usually. But in the future, you will also have to handle square brackets and curly brackets. Like these. Oh, these are curvy brackets, not curly brackets. There is a difference. So, O stands for order. Or, you may know it as, we can erase this and replace it with I, which stands for indices. Or we can also erase this and replace it with E, which stands for exponents. Now, as I've said in my previous video, an exponent is just the number written in superscript, aka if this box represents a number, then the smaller box up top will represent the exponent. And the exponent tells you how many times you have to multiply the number by itself. The most common ones usually are squared, which is to the power of 2 or exponent of 2, and cubed, which is to the power of 3 or exponent of 3. This also includes roots, aka square roots, cube roots, etc., etc. Although if the root is in a bracket, you do that first. So, now on to D, which stands for division. Now, division, we all know. It has this sign or this sign, or even this sign, which I'm pretty sure many of you forgot. Mainly because of the fact that this sign is so obscure that you don't actually need to use it in your exam most of the time. And especially in Edexcel, you don't actually have to remember this specific sign because this is for manual division. And in Edexcel, in both papers, you get to use a calculator. So, no need for this. Now then, M is for multiplication. Which you might know as the times symbol, or if you're using a calculator such as mine, the numWorks, you might also know it as a singular dot. And A and S are self-explanatory. What are the other two operations that are missing from this? Well, of course, addition and subtraction. or subtraction, which are usually denoted by plus and minus respectively. And so that is all for what this actually means. Brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Although you might also see it written like PEMDAS. Or BODMAS. Or BODMAS as it's written here. Or BEDMAS. Or even PIMDAS. It's the same here. It's the same concept either way. So don't be confused whenever, if you transfer to another school, you might hear them say something different other than BODMAS or PEMDAS or something like that. But remember, the main message is the exact same. You just have to memorize what they mean. Or, not even what they mean, what they symbolize. The brackets, the exponents, the division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Now, an important caveat of this to know is that you should also take note that BODMAS isn't exactly how you'd imagine it. Basically, you have to combine division and multiplication together, and you also have to combine addition and subtraction together. You'll do this from left to right. So if division comes left and multiplication comes right, you would do the division first, then the multiplication. Like how you read a sentence in English. But brackets and exponents stay ungrouped. They're separate from each other. Now then, time for some practice problem. I have here this handy SCP Mathematics 1A book. By the way, this is not sponsored by Oxford. And this book can be used for a lot of things regarding the Edexcel IGCSE curriculum, especially the basics. And here I'll be using it. And if you have it, turn to page 21 if you do have it, for some exercises that I'll be doing. I'll be focusing mainly on this page. So I will be focusing mainly on exercise 1, 26, and 36. So I will be focusing on those exercises mainly. So, first of all, question number 1. Question number 1 reads 2 plus 4 times 6 minus 8. So 2 plus 4 times 6 minus 8. Now read this and tell me which comes first. Of course, brackets and indices don't even appear in this. There's no brackets, there's no indices, nothing. And then now, let's move on to D, M, A, and S. Now, we can see here we have 4 times 6. Alright? 4 times 6 is the first thing that we have to do. And 4 times 6 is equal to 24. So now we have 2 plus 24 minus 8. And since this has addition and subtraction together, we group them together and do them from left to right. So 2 plus 24, what is that? 26 minus 8. 26 minus 8 is equal to 18. So this whole problem is equal to 18 specifically. Alright then. Now we have finally done this exercise. Now let's move on to question number 26. So 26, which has a line under it, signifying that this is a bit harder, but I know you guys will get it. So let's see here. 5 times 4 divided by 10 plus 6. Now, 5 times 4 is what you would be doing first, and 5 times 4 is equal to 20. 20 divided by 10 plus 6. Still, here you would be doing the operations from left to right, meaning you do this divided by 10 first. So, 20 divided by 10 is 2. 2 plus 6 is 8. So, we have our final answer, which is 8. Now what I want you to do is I want you to tell me the answer of this 5 times 4 divided by 10 plus 6. You would read it nearly the exact same way, but the answer will be different, rest assured. So here we have 5 times 4, the whole divided by the sum of 10 plus 6. And in this case, that would be 20 divided by 16, which in this case, 20 and 16 share a common factor, that being 4. So in this case, this is 5 over 4 or 1.25. So this is a show of how brackets can differentiate this. And by the way, if you're worried about me not showing exponents, don't worry, because there is a question upcoming that I'm sure will get your brain working. Alright? And by the way, you're not allowed to use calculators in this section, unlike the fraction section. Sorry. So, now let's move on to the final question from this book. That being, let's see here, question number 36. That being 5 times 3 times 4 divided by 12 plus 6 minus 2. It's a huge expression, right? It's a lot larger than most expressions that you'd see nowadays in grade 9 or even grade 8 or grade 7. And now here's the thing. This is actually a really easy question. Because first of all, since this is all multiplication, we can group this whole thing together. Since 5 times 3, the whole times 4, or 5 times the whole of 3 times 4, or even 5 times 4 the whole times 3 is going to be the same thing. It's like addition. So in this case, 5 times 3 times 4 is 5 times 12, or 60, divided by 12 plus 6 minus 2. Now 60 divided by 12, we can see here, this is 12. So in this case, we'll be left with the answer 5 plus 6 minus 2. And still we have addition and subtraction together, so let's do this the proper way and end this off. So 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. 11 minus 2 is 9. So we have our answer, which is 9. Alright then. Now, moving on to an actual challenge, which is the final question before the end of this video. Alright. So, this question is going to involve everything that you have learned so far, excluding the fractions, of course, because I mean in this lesson. It's going to involve every single lesson that you've learned thus far in this specific video. And here it is. I will be flipping through this book randomly and I will find out a random question. So, no rewatching the video and predicting what question I will pick. Alright? So, shall we get started? So, here we have a good answer here. We have a good question. No, you're not allowed to do anything. You're not allowed to cheat. Not at all. Au contraire, mon ami. So let's do a really hard question this time, alright? So let's do this. So let's do question number 6. So in this case, this one is really humongous. And after that, we're going to do question number 7 to end this off on a bang. So question number 6 is 3 times 4 divided by 2 squared plus 3 end bracket times 6 divided by 3 times 5 minus 5 times 2 plus 1 minus 5. Now this is gonna be confusing for you all, I know. But rest assured, after I debunk this and I'll show you the answer and I'll show you how to get it, this will be easy. So first of all, let's handle this section. 3 times 4 divided by 2 squared plus 3. So 3 times 4 is 12 divided by 2 squared plus 3 in this case. 12 divided by 2 squared. 2 squared is 4. So in this case, we have 12 divided by 4. And then 12 divided by 4 is 3. So then we have 3 plus 3, which inevitably ends up as 6. So we have 6 times this gigantic expression. Now let's do the multiplication and division first. So 6 divided by 3 is 3. 3 times 5 is gonna be 15. Now, since there's no multiplication here, let's move on here. So 15 minus 5, 5 times 2 is 10. So minus 10 plus 1. And 15 minus 10 is 5. So 5 over here. And 5 plus 1 is, you guessed it, 6. Again. So 6 times 6 minus 5. Now let's end this off. So 6 times 6 is 36. And 36 minus 5 is equal to 31, which is our final answer. So the final answer to this gigantic expression is 31. Now I want you, in the time that I take to erase this and write the next question, what I want you to do is, if you have the book or if you at least have an ebook, then I want you to go to page 12 in the book and get to question number 7 in exercise 5 star. Okay? Question number 7. And I want you to try and solve it. Okay? You have ample time. I know you can do it. So, any progress yet? Well, I must imagine that you are trying to solve the problem. Good on you for actually trying. Now let's get on with writing the problem down. Now question number 7 is a big one, involving fractions as well. So here it's 1 plus 4 times 2, the whole divided by 6 minus 1 times 2, divided by another fraction of 12 divided by 2 squared, the whole divided by 8 divided by 2 times 2. So now we have this. Let me just rewrite the 12. So 12. So now let's solve this. So 1 plus 4 times 2. Let's solve the numerator first. So 1 plus 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So 9 divided by something. 6 minus 1 times 2. 1 times 2 is 2. And 6 minus 2 is 4. So we have 9 over 4. Divided by the fraction of 12 divided by 2 squared. 2 squared is 4, as you all know, which is 2 times 2. And 12 divided by 4 is 3. And 8 divided by 2 times 2. So 2 times 2, we ain't doing that. So first of all, we're going to do 8 divided by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. And 4 times 2 is back to 8. Okay? So now we have 8 again. So now we have 9 over 4 divided by 3 over 8. And as you may recall from my previous fractions video, to do this, we simply flip this over and take the reciprocal and multiply. So 9 times 8 divided by 4 times 3. 9 times 8 is 72. And 4 times 3 is going to be 12. Now 72 and 12, what do those have in common? Well, it's going to be pretty hard to figure this out at first. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to go back here and simplify it at the start. So 9 and 3, we can divide them by each other. So cross them out. And 3, we can replace that with 1. 9, we can replace that with 3. Since 9 is 3 times 3 and 3 is 1 times 3. And now 8 and 4, we can also cut those out. 4 will just be 1, which is 1 times 4, and 8 will be 2. So in this case, since this is 1, we have 3 times 2 divided by 1. And in this case, 3 times 2 divided by 1 will equal 6. So now we have solved this question and we are at the end of this topic. So leave a like and a subscribe if you like this video. And just for the people that want it, here is the whole process of solving. So let me know if you like the video. If you want to say something, you can drop that down in the comments. And if you want, you can share this video to your friends and family to recommend them more amazing revision resources from yours truly, Learn With Adeesha. And in that case, I'll see you soon in the next video. Goodbye.
Now you know the correct order of operations: brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Practice this rule and you will never lose easy marks in your IGCSE exam again. If this helped you, click subscribe and join our smart learning community. This is Learn with Adeesha, where smart students become confident achievers.